Jesus Christ. What the fuck you guys got me watching here? What the hell's going on in this movie? It's a lot of fucking weird shit going on here. The fuck? Why am I watching a monkey fucking electrocuting himself and doing all this crazy... I mean, he's a monkey. I mean, I'm not surprised he's doing all this uppity down stuff, but the way this monkey man is doing it is just weird. Very, very weird. I'm surprised he didn't shit in his hand and throw shit at people yet in this movie. Well, I mean, maybe he does that in the second one. Yeah, there's a fucking sequel to this movie. There's like another one, which I don't know if I want to put that in the poll, because I know you fucking jackasses are gonna vote for that too. So this movie is called Crank That Soldier Boy. No, wait, hold on a second. That's not it. No, wait. I think it's just Crank. There's no That Soldier Boy. It's just Crank. Sorry, I got a little mixed up there. So once again, you got me reviewing another Monkey Man movie. This is like the 5th one in a row. It's like some kind of Monkey Man streak going on here. So once again, I'm reviewing another Jason Statham movie. This is some crazy, wacky adventure he's having in this movie. I don't know what the fuck's going on. He ends up in this room, and he wakes up to this asshole that is on the TV. He put the fucking disc in. It says "fuck you" on it. And this guy's laughing at him because he poisons his heart, and now he's got to figure out how to fucking stay alive. And he needs like much adrenaline as possible. Run around the fucking streets, going ooh ah ah, stealing energy drinks, beating the shit out of random people, fucking his girlfriend in front of a bunch of Chinese people. Why that funny now saying that? Fucking his girlfriend in front of Chinese people. Before I thought she was fucking stupid, but now I think about it, it's pretty funny now. He just starts humping his girlfriend in front of thousands of Chinese people like watching it and shit. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? It's like a bunch of Chinese folks at a Chinese zoo watching animals fuck each other. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. They are animals at a zoo. And you got scenes, he's talking to the doctor about he needs to figure out a cure to get rid of this poison in his heart. And the doctor is going to be delayed because he's got to take a plane to get back to where he belongs. I think it was fucking prostitutes or something like that. It's like I said, there's a lot of weird shit in this movie. There's a lot of fucking crazy Animal House shit. And he has his friend who's a transgender, and it's played by Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. What the fuck is he doing here? Why is he playing a tranny? Like I said, I keep saying this movie is a fucking circus. I don't hate this movie. Okay, I don't hate it. It's just weird. Okay, it's just fucking weird. And he also, I think he had like another friend too, if I remembered. Who was the other asshole? I think that's it. No, wait, I forgot. He has a girlfriend, played by Amy Smart. She's been in a lot of other stuff too. I think she's been like other like comedy stuff. And also the guy from It's Always Sunny, Dennis is in here too. He plays a minor role in this movie as I think a scrub guy or something like that. Not scrub guy, you know what I'm talking about, nurse. He was one of the nurses that works at the hospital and that helps Statham get a bigger boost of adrenaline because the doctor told him to go get that or something like that in the hospital. There's a lot of crazy shit going on here. And this main villain is this bald asshole who acts like an immature Caillou. Fucking act like a baby, fucking grab his phone and start begging it in the car like, yeah. I'm like, come on, man, you're grown as hell, you're acting like a fucking 2-year-old. Grow the fuck up. Just because someone's like calling you names, calling you a cocksucker, you don't have to act like a fucking baby about it. Jesus Christ. Like I said, this movie's like a fucking giant circus full of crazy motherfuckers in here. Like all these crazy shits. Like I said, fucking his girlfriend in front of Chinese people looking and shit. One of his like first encounters, you went up to this black guy from the show Mike and Molly. This black guy, his big ass meatball head. He's like part of this gang or something like that. He had a gun pointing his head. His gang is pointing guns at his head. Like 10 of them pointing guns at fucking Jason Statham's head. And the black guy was like, "Look, like fellas, let me talk to this white dude real quick. Everything's fine. Everything's cool. Blah 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 blah." And Statham needs some coke to keep his adrenaline boost up. So they finally give him coke after fucking stalling for too long. I don't know why the black guy was stalling for too long. Just give him a goddamn coke. So he gave him a coke. They didn't really do anything that much. So then he finds something else to keep his heart going fast. He goes to get something else. Then he goes somewhere else to get something else. He goes there, he goes there, he goes there. Fucking steals a guy's taxi car. There's a whole bunch of crazy shit going on here. If you fucking, like you said, you went to a convenience store, grab a bunch of energy drinks. He tossed that fucking guy out over the counter because he told him, don't move. He's pointing a gun at his head while he robs the store and takes a bunch of energy drinks and gets the fuck out of here and drives off. After he beats up the taxi guy because the taxi guy wouldn't let him back in the car because he was wet after getting in the pool with this rich asshole who was just laughing at him because his heart is poisoned or something like that. He's being a douchebag. So he just walks out and he's all wet and the taxi guy's like, "Hey, you're not getting in my car." "Oh, okay then." He fucking grabs the taxi guy and throws him out of the scene. He says, "Al-Qaeda, it's Al-Qaeda, guys. Beat him up. He's from Al-Qaeda." And they all beat him up because he's from, I guess, Al-Qaeda. That's the joke. Because back in 2006, it was a different time back then because what happened with the whole 9/11 situation. So that's why they're making jokes. It was a different time back then. It was just like almost like 20 years ago. So that's why they're making that joke because of 9/11. They throw the taxi guy out of the car and stand pointing out that he's part of Al-Qaeda, and people all came out of nowhere and started beating that guy's ass and broke his arm. I know this movie, if this movie came out in this generation, it will not last long. Especially that joke. Do I find it funny? Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. It's just not really that funny anymore because that shit's pretty old now. The joke gets pretty old. So it's like a long time ago. And that's sad because, time flies, Well, anyways, after that fucking goofy shit happened. So this movie is directed by two guys because it says here directed by Neveldine/Taylor because that's the name of their their fucking company or something like that, and that's how they pronounce themselves. And this is their debut into directing movies together. The first movie they actually did. And it says here that their written and directed productions are known for being dark, edgy, bizarre, and over the top while maintaining a small budget. So that explains about this movie and why it's weird and freaky like that. They also did movies like Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, which I heard that was pretty terrible. I heard Jonah Hex was pretty terrible. Gamer, I heard people said it was okay, and other people said it was terrible, so I guess Cranks is like the only films that actually did was good. I'm guessing. They didn't really do that many movies. Like after 2011, they just stopped and disappeared. They didn't do any more after that. They just fucking gave the fuck up. Unless they went out with fucking money, I don't know. Well, it says right here, years acted 2006 through 2011 as a duo. Maybe they split up and do movies on their own. That could be it also. No. I look at this other guy by himself. He still ain't really doing anything since 2011. Okay, then I guess they quit. They both fucking quit. Seems like, fellas. They both fucking quit. I look at both of their fucking websites and they both quit. They just gave up. Because after Ghost Rider, I guess they got fucking bankrupt. And that was it for their careers. Because that movie I heard sucked fucking balls. I didn't like the first Ghost Rider, to be honest with you. I thought that shit was just okay, really. I mean, I like Nicolas Cage, but that movie is just wasn't really. It's not what really for me. This movie is also distributed by Lionsgate, just like Transporter 3, but which I ever watched this movie and I won't ever watch Transporter 3 ever again because that movie was fucking shit. But this movie is just fucking weird. Also, there's parts where Statham steals a cop's motorcycle and teases the cop by taking his gun away from him, saying, "Come get it, piggy. Come get your gun, pig. Come on, pig." He fucking tricks him and he throws his gun away and he drives off on a guy's motorcycle while the cop is dragged on the ground trying to get the motorcycle back, but he falls right off and Statham drives off in the hospital apron. He just gets the fuck out of there. Show his butt crack. No, not really. They don't show his butt crack. They have enough fucking goofy shit in here already. Why we need to see his ass? So I don't know what happens next. I mean, I'm just explaining the scenes of this movie. I'm not gonna like tell all together all the way through. And he goes home. His girlfriend is like this lazy, high ass bitch that just sits around and don't do anything all day. And she just fucking farts out her ass. He shows up back home wearing a fucking Adidas fucking jacket and pants, those fucking jogging clothes on. And he was like, he dresses weird or something. I don't get how he's fucking dressed weird. People wear shit like that all the time. I mean, unless I don't know, unless you're a drug dealer, which he did. He did do drugs. I mean, he does just snort coke, so whatever. So he shows back home, and his girlfriend's in her underwear, and he told her to get dressed. And she doesn't listen for a while because he wants him to change the microwave time because for daylight savings. That is coming up actually. In the spring of March, I had to fucking change my clock to forward again. I'm fucking tired of doing that shit. I wish they just fucking stop with that bullshit. I'm tired of keep doing that shit every fucking time. I gotta keep fucking stupid. I'm tired of stupid daylight saving shit. I wish they stop with that shit. They didn't even do a bill, so I had to keep doing that shit over and over again. Forward, backwards, up my ass. I'm just tired of that shit. Enough's enough. God. But anyways, yeah, she told him to do that. Fucking change the time clock on a microwave. Who gives a fuck? What the fuck, lady? Don't you got a clock in the goddamn house? Why do you change the fucking... Why do you do that all that for? Nobody does that shit. Oh, I forgot. This movie's weird. So he decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna go change the time clock on the microwave, which a lot of people don't do that in real life. I mean, people do actually do that in real life, but not everybody does that shit. So he decides to go change the clock in the microwave, and he starts to feel well woozy because his heart, he needs adrenaline. So he changes that, and she's still stalling, but she finally puts her fucking dress on. She took like forever to put it on. I mean, he really came home because those bad guys are after his girlfriend, so she gets a phone call, and he goes outside, and he sees a bad guy trying to scare her, tell the truth what's going on with Statham. Statham, I think he kills him, like bashes his fucking head into the phone booth thing. Recipes toll booths, so you don't see those anymore. Fucking bashes his head in there, kills him. And then he goes back inside, and I hope he shut that waffle iron off. Well, let's get out of here. Then all of a sudden, this guy comes out of nowhere. He distracts her again by knocking her purse on the ground, and all her stuff falls out. And he beats the shit out of him. The bad guy has a silencer gun to try to shoot her, and Statham kills him. And he decides to tell her, "Let's get out of here." So, yeah, they end up getting out of there. Like I said, what happens later on in this movie? She doesn't understand that his heart was poisoned by Chinese people, and she didn't believe him. She walked out of the fucking place. She was like, "Why don't you just tell me you want to break up?" Like, oh my god. Is this chick fucking retarded? He's trying to tell you his heart got poisoned by Chinese people. Don't you understand that? What can all you don't understand those type of people when they speak all this weird gibberish language? Especially when he's fucking you right in front of them. Do you understand now? fuck me. Like, all these, like I said, is like 1,000 of these motherfuckers are watching these two fucking in public. They're just watching this get it on while they're playing that Marvin Gaye song, another sexual song. And first off, she was trying to refuse to do that because, you know, they're in public and all these Chinese folks are looking. And they're enjoying the amusement because they're watching two animals ready to just get it on right in front of them. Like I said, it's like a bunch of, it's like they're in China and these Chinese folks are watching animals in the zoo ready to mate with each other. You know, sexual things. Watch them go ooh ah. So yeah, Statham whips his dick out, and she's like, "You know what? Let's just do it. Who cares? Who cares if they're watching? Let's have some fun." And you know, she had no bra on. You know, her titties are out because he ripped her dress a little bit. He fucking starts boinking her right in front of everybody. Everyone's like, "Oh, he go, don't get da." And he was like, he's trying to start getting his dick to work, and he was like, start cheering about it, like this movie's like The Lion King instead of Crank. He was like, "Oh yeah!" I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Just, come on, man. He's like his first time he ever had sex before or something. Yeah, I know, I understand, because, you know, his heart's poison, he has a hard time trying to get adrenaline. I don't understand that, I'm just saying, it's like, this is ridiculous. This dude's fucking cheering and shit like he's like his first time he ever had sex. This is not the high school days anymore, Statham. Don't you understand that? You got no acne on your face anymore, you ain't no virgin. Ugh, man. This fucking movie. Like I said, I don't hate this movie, it's just fucking weird, crazy, do all this weird shenanigans, and I don't know. Then later on, I think he shows up to this warehouse where, you know, that his friend called, and Pedro called, and Pedro's like, "I'm stuck at this warehouse, help." So he goes there, and they killed him with a plastic bag. And on top of the building was one of the Hispanic guys from Bruce Almighty. And fucking, he was telling Statham, like, "I'm not part of the Chinese group, what are you talking about?" Fucking Statham kills that guy. Then Statham goes down to the next floor. And another familiar face is in this movie also. The kid from Kazam with Shaq. I was like, "Hey, look, it's the kid from Kazam. Where's the genie at, kid?" Then all of a sudden his girlfriend comes up the elevator. And the Kazam kid's like, "What the fuck?" And then Statham kills all of them, and he gets out of it with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's like, "Oh, so you actually are a hitman." Fucking Statham kills the guy up top of the roof, and he tells her to watch out, stand back, and the guy falls down. Statham takes his gun, they get in the fucking car, and they drive off. And Statham tell her more information, and it turns her on. And she starts giving him a blowjob while he's driving the car. She's like all deep in love with him now because of his whole truth came out and stuff like that. She actually believes him. She starts blowing his cock to give him more adrenaline. You know, that actually would be nice, you know, when you're just driving a car and your girlfriend's just blowing you while you're driving. You know, that'd be like a dream come true, man. It'd be like magic. It'd be fucking magic, man. If only that could happen in real life. If you actually have that type of girlfriend who actually would do stuff like that for you. When you're driving a car and she's blowing you at the same time. That'd be fucking heaven, man. Especially around the highway. You know, when you're like stressed out, there's so many cars on the highway and shit. And it's hard, you know. But if you got your girlfriend blowing your cock while you're on the highway, you'd be stress free. You'll feel great, man. You feel like you're right on a goddamn rainbow. Holy shit, man. But now later on, after all that crazy circus shenanigans happened, all that stuff, so he finally goes to the doctor, and the doctor gives him this stuff, and I think that he told him that there is no cure, but this stuff can really, you know, put you to sleep and really help you relax. Statham's like, "Give me an hour, I gotta take care of one more thing." Is that douchebag main bad guy? Where he calls up on the phone, and like I said, the main bad guy acts like Caillou from Caillou. He acts like a big baby. "Don't call me these names." Stan goes to the sort of like the final scene. He goes to this elevator with this random Chinese man. This is like one of the most boringest scenes in this whole movie. The most boring scene. He's in the elevator with this Chinese man. He's talking to him, blah 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 blah, for like 3 minutes or something, or I don't know how long that shit was. Fucking boring. Then he gets off the elevator. He talks to the bald man's boss, and they had this. This is the best part of the whole movie too, by the way. And they had this big shootout going on top of the roof, and the Chinese people show up, and they decided to go against the Hispanic people, and they had this shootout going on. Stan was shooting also, while the Chinese people help him out. Statham throws this grenade at the bald Hispanic man's boss, and his bodyguard protects him, like lay on top of the grenade and blows up, send the boss like mid-air or something like that. He calls back down. He runs away all bloodied up and shit. I'm like, this shit, I don't know. These last scenes remind me of Scarface a little bit, actually. I really like these final scenes of the movie. It's actually really interesting to watch. I really like this part. The ending part of this movie is like the best part of the whole movie. So, he tries to escape on a helicopter. Well, what was that guy's name anyways? The Hispanic man's boss? Let me see. It was Carlito. So Carlito, he gets on a helicopter. Fucking Verona, the bald Caillou guy. He points the gun at fucking his boss, kills him, throws him off the helicopter. Statham jumps on top of the helicopter, ready to drag fucking Verona's goofy ass off of there, his immature, childish ass off of there. Statham grabs him off the helicopter, and they fall off the sky. Well, into the sky, and Statham cracks Verona's neck and kills him. And Statham's like floating in the air for I don't know, a couple of minutes. He's talking on the phone, leaving a voicemail to his girlfriend. Where does she keep disappearing at? To suck someone else's dick? Like, she's never there. She keeps disappearing in this fucking movie. She's like never at her phone. Where's she? Taking a shit on the toilet? Where the fuck is she? So Statham falls to his death, which he's not really dead because his heart's still pumping. Because, you know, a sequel is going to happen 3 years after this fucking movie called High Voltage. So that's the end of this movie. You know, I do actually like this movie, but I don't love it, but I do like it. Even though there's a lot of crazy, weird shit in here, I do enjoy it for what it is. You know, I enjoy it. I really like this, especially the ending part of the movie. It's fucking hilarious how he just starts like fucking his girlfriend in front of all these Chinese folks just looking at his shit. It's like hilarious. Before I thought it was like the stupidest shit I ever seen, but now I think about it, it's actually pretty fucking funny. But I wonder what happened to those directors, man. They just vanished. Ever since they did that Ghost Rider movie, they just gave the fuck up. Everyone was like, "Oh, these guys suck. Oh, we're never buying tickets from these guys ever again." And it's like, I think they got blacklisted. You know what? No, they couldn't get blacklisted. I think it just got bankrupt because they haven't done a movie in over like 13 years. 13 fucking years. They had to do one new movie. It's crazy. They just fucking vanished, man. I don't see nothing here. What happened? Why they disappeared? They did Crank. They did Crank 2. They did Gamer. I heard Jonah Hex and Ghost Rider 2 were terrible. But that was basically about it. You don't see these guys anymore. Those two nerds just fucking vanished. I'm guessing Ghost Rider 2 really put cancer in their fucking production company and put them bankrupt. That's how fucking shitty that movie was. Well, to the people that said it is, because I never seen that one. I only saw the first one. And I'll never see the second one because of what people said. So, I'll never touch that movie ever. So, yeah, maybe that's what killed their career, was that movie. That's why you don't see them or ever hear their name mentioned ever again. But that's it for Crank. I like it for what it is. Alright, let's see these trivias real quick here, I guess. Statham did all of his fight in car stunts. No fucking shit. In the public sex scene, all the non-actors' reactions to the scene were real. So they actually just Statham just pulled his pants down and just make believe he's fucking her, and everyone just bought that shit. All right, okay. What else here? In a restaurant scene, Statham was explaining to Amy Smart what he did. Her hiccups were genuine. So I guess that was an accident. I didn't really pay attention to that part, really. I didn't really give a shit if she had a goddamn hiccup. Was there another one I'm seeing? The word cunt was not originally going to be spoken. The line was written in the script, but the word's presence on Jason Statham's forehead was a last-minute inclusion by editor Brian Burden. Okay. Something else here I remembered. The Grand Theft Auto video game franchise influenced behind the film. I thought so. I had in my head I was thinking about that. The word fuck is said 83 times in the movie. The Big Lebowski did like 400 times. So what's your fucking point?